Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and in case you haven't noticed, I'm using a VTuber model of Blaze. It's not permanent. I'm going to be using a different model very soon when I get the bloody money. But this model was made by 5e, so if you could support them as much as you could, that would be very much appreciated. The model is amazing, although there's a few issues with the lip syncing, but minor details. Okay, disclaimer. I don't usually do these type of videos, and if I somehow miss out any major or crucial information, please do tell me. Especially as I put an unholy excessive amount of time into it. That would be so unfortunate, and the intention would never to be to spread any misinformation, but let's just carry on with the video.
Murder, no, yes!
As the majority of you guys are aware, Outcome Memories is a Sonic.exe ASIM Roblox game created by igshid and was a passion project that many devs, musicians, and modelers banded together to create a game that matched their interests, especially the goofy bastard with dangerously bloodshot eyes. Now, remember, I said
Was.
not is. Now, before I explain that part, for those who have been living under a rock and don't know who the fuck Sonic.exe is, we need to go way back. Regrettably to its, how shall I put this?
Controversial origin.
This motherfucking degenerate.
What's up, baby? Did you miss me?
Okay, I'll try to be brief as we've got a lot to go through and a lot of explaining to explain. So I'll try to be quick because it would take ages to do if I did that. But if you want me to do a full in-depth video on the entire history of Sonic.exe, please do tell me in the comments or one of my social medias such as Twitter and Blue Sky. You should totally follow me, by the way. Anyways, Sonic.exe was a creepypasta that was written by JC the Hyena on the 9th of August 2011, and it very quickly gained popularity due to both how many cliches there are and how bad the overall plot is. I could not make this shit up, even if I tried. It is horrendous. Also, if you want me to do a catch up on JC's, let's say, history, feel free to tell me in the comments. Although I'm not ecstatic to do that. He's a PDF. Besides the creepypasta making me cringe more than I really thought possible, it was an absolute hit. And it got a game recreation to boot that's completely based off the creepypasta. Even though it was more of a walking simulator, but enough about that. But the remake, however, oh boy, it's actually kind of scary. Or at least when you first see it. Because it's kinda like a walking sim, but the sprites are way more expressive and they have their own personalities, which is awesome. And also, it has its own ARG. Like, a YouTuber got sent some images, and we found out that Eggman, he's fucking dead, both physically and spiritually. But as they say, all good things must come to an end. Because the creepypasta got removed from the creepypasta site, when he found out,
Oh boy.
he was pissed. And he decided to make a crash out post on Fur Affinity. You should absolutely read it, by the way, it's absolutely fucking funny. And turns out it was a PDF file. It's a lot to process at once, I know. It's pretty messed up. There was a few warning signs in some of his Sonic.exe illustrations, which at the time was very worrying. Yeah, that's basically what happened. But anyways, eventually from 2017 onwards, people began to create Sonic.exe spin-offs and retakes that put Sonic.exe in a more positive light, such as ONT, which some people think stand for one more time, but I forgot what it actually stands for. You can just look it up. It's not that complicated. As well as EYX, absolutely goated game, by the way, or at least it was until it got removed. And Lord.exe, which is basically the future version of 2011X, which leads us to the court case for today. Sonic.exe Outcome Memories.
Oh God!
Where do you think you're going?
I was just...
No, you're not. You're gonna go to the wedding.
Now again, not everyone watching this video is going to be an EXE fan or have any prior knowledge or playtime experience with Outcome Memories. And that's why I'm going to briefly explain what it is
and why it's so important.
Outcome Memories was a Roblox ASIM horror game that was heavily inspired by Sonic.exe and which was created and led by Isobi. This was a passion project, which means people worked on it just for the fuck of it, regardless of whether they were paid or not, so they just did it because they wanted to. You don't get a lot of that nowadays, like, because just do it for the freaking money, and understandable, but with the passion. And the intention was for it not to go viral. And guess what happened? It went viral. The player base exploded. Hundreds, if not thousands of people were playing it. And the expectations of the masses were completely overwhelming. Like, imagine dropping an absolute banger of a game and taking a small nap after presenting it to the world, only to wake up to an exaggerated amount of people that had high expectations for it and wanted more in a small amount of time. That is anxiety-inducing. That, like, if I was in Isobi's shoes, I would be shitting myself. Like, oh my god. Plus, please consider that the dev team, including Isobi and his Discord server, are teenagers who had little to no experience in game development prior to this. And as you can imagine, is a lot for children to handle. Who, by the way, attended school and they had their own studies to do. Like, they had to balance this fucking game and school. That's insane. Now, some of you might be wondering, you keep mentioning the term ASIM. What the hell does that mean? Don't worry, my little pug jam, I'm getting to that. In this game, you are on one of two sides. The survivors and the executioners, which the community calls EXEs for short. Now the survivors, which it says it in the name, have to survive for an allocated amount of time and avoid dying, while also studying the EXE and helping the team survive, either by stun blocking, stalling, or healing. After a certain amount of time has elapsed, the goal will appear and survivors need to reach it in order to escape, while the EXE is trying to kill as many survivors as possible, and as quickly as possible. As an EXE, time is your worst enemy, as you'll only have a limited amount of time before the goal appears and the survivors escape. This game has a very strong history of being very survivor-sided. So during the 0.1 version of the game, being the EXE was considered and for a long time everyone had their EXE charts turned off because it was genuinely unfun, as you would get stun stacked constantly. It was a very miserable experience back then. And don't even get me started on the fucking Miku X players. And now that we're up to date on what Outcome Memories actually is, we must jump into the abyss that this game was slowly but surely submerging into. This motherfucking self-destructive clown.
I did it! I get out the message from the evil Raven!
I swear, this literally came out of nowhere. I wasn't even aware of what was happening at the time. Like, I wasn't following Altaz at all. I wasn't interacting with him. He just seemed like a kind of a dick. But glad to know that my suspicions were correct. He's self-absorbed, and I was actually thinking of making a feature-length 0.2 version of Memories at the time. Like the one video that I've been tagging my shorts lately, but due to those events, I don't think I wanted to do that. Regrettably, I did not watch the video, because guess what? He deleted all his socials, so I can't watch the video. And there's no archive of it. Anyways, you guys might be wondering, what on earth could this video be about? It's about Raven.
Are you serious?
And the controversy was so bad that the video blew up and everyone was watching it, but all for the wrong reasons. Some people just started watching it because they were genuinely curious, but after they watched it, it was the cringiest shit you could watch ever, because the majority of it was just Dragon Ball Z gifs, and the whole point was I want to deplatform Raven.
Really?
Some people ban. But yeah, as I had mentioned previously, just now, the video received very badly. It was so obnoxious that the video very lost any controversial power that it had once had, and was just treated as a joke. Also, we found out this happened because Boney got a little upset by Raven's admittedly harsh but truthful critique of the version 2 version of Green Hill, and this was when he was working on it at the time, which he also vented to others on the Memories team about the issue, including Altaz. I bet you guys can see where this is going. Who, by the way, acted like a Dragon Ball Z character about it. Bro literally thought he was Goku. Like, imagine you think you're Goku and you're not even cosplaying. Like, that's so cringe. Like, if you're roleplaying, that's a completely different thing. But if you genuinely, honestly think that you are actually Goku, you have few issues you might want to get checked. I know that sounds harsh, but that's just how it is. And also, Boney participated in the organisation of a Discord server full of Raven haters, with very few being genuine and the rest just being straight up hateful for the sake of being hateful. When I found about this, my jaw was dropped. Like, why does something like this exist? Was the hate seriously that bad that they had to band together their powers to get off social media? Like, why? Yeah, after a while, Altaz got so much hate and negative feedback that he, I kid you not, deleted his entire online presence, including his YouTube channel. And that's the reason why I couldn't watch it, because 1, I went to watch it too late, and 2, he deleted everything. Oh, and by the way, Iso was so affected by this situation that he had to get, please don't cancel me for this, but he had to get therapy because it was so bad, and he had to basically disassociate with the game as a whole,
as he was told to do that by the police.
which is pretty bad. After this, some developers, musicians and modelers left and made their contributed work public, which is both pretty cool and quite bad.
Trust me, this is very, very important later in the video.
As some of you all know, these people don't give a fuck about copyright or permissions. It's like, oh, a free model, I'll use this for my thing. I swear, people who do that are just stupid. Like, why would you disrespect their wishes with their own fucking model? The model that they've spent hours trying to make. Why would you? That sounds dumb. But yeah, the situation and reputation of Outcome Memories became very, very bleak. Seems that things were bad and Outcome Memories was fated for irrelevancy, especially as we had just got 0.2 at the time, which fucking sucks. We never even got a playable version of EYX or Genesis X. Genuinely, fuck you, Altez. Go fuck yourself, wherever you are. But while the Outcome Memories community was still grieving and saying their goodbyes, two people gave everyone hope. Romeo and PR. With ownership of Outcome Memories being transferred to Lua and the community hyped for the future, especially as we were going to get Lord X, we were going to be eating. I'm sure that everything will get better. Are you fucking shit? Okay, yeah, this is a lot to process and consumed a lot of my time and brain power just to come to terms with how stupid and completely avoidable this situation was, even by Outcome Memories' own standards. But notwithstanding, FYI, Romeo was fired for shit he did in the past, which honestly wasn't communicated very well, which a lot of people pointed out, and that literally turned everyone against them. By the way, this was literally the very next day after Lua was made the co-owner and Romeo tried to take a break. Literally, the very next day. Do you understand how fucked up that is? And also the fact that PR, in order to contribute to the best of his abilities, skips a doctor's appointment. Why do you guys do this to people? That's fucked up. And all of this caused Isobi to crash the fuck out and shelve the game. He wasn't really doing that well mentally, so honestly, if I was in the same position as him, I'd probably have done the exact same thing. Especially if someone doxes me. And yes, that actually happened. Someone literally doxed him and threw things at his fucking window. These were Outcome Memories fans, by the way. Why are you guys like this? How the hell do you justify something like that? That's so messed up. Also, did you know that someone tried to illegally sell the IP of Outcome Memories? I am literally not joking, it actually happened. It was nuts. Like, how? When and how? But, fortunately, there is one final update coming to the game that will seal Outcome Memories' legacy in the history of the Sonic.exe community. Surely, nothing else bad could ever happen to make things worse. What the actual fuck is wrong with you? Okay, I'm going to try my absolute best to take this guy seriously, despite how dumb and stupid his reasoning is. Just to summarize, this guy called at classic_TBH thought it would be an absolute god level gamer move to dox Ross, who otherwise was known as at rat_Ricky, as well as harass the dev team of Outcome Memories, including the members that had already left. Like, bruh, what kind of a fucking loser do you have to be to do that? That's so petty, and you guys are probably wondering again, why the fuck did this happen? I'll tell you why. All this happened because Ross refused to release the new 2011X for everybody to use, which by the way is absolutely beautiful. Also, do keep in mind that these guys are teenagers, not even young adults yet, and they deserve better than this shit, and shouldn't have to deal with assholes who just cry just because they don't get a 3D spooky Sonic model. Like, how entitled do you have to be to act like this? Yeah, it got so bad that Ross had to delete all his social media accounts just to feel safe. Why people like this? Imagine harassing someone so much that you literally make them disappear from the internet. Should I have to explain how messed up that is? But I feel like I've said this like at least 3 times in this video. But that's not all. I'm not done yet. After a while, after this doxing son of a bitch decided it was a good idea to admit to the accusations and tell everyone that he hired people to dox Ross and publicize his private information, he had the gall to say that he wanted to talk with Ross and claiming, "I don't want to harm you or anyone else." Like, what? What kind of fucking logic is that? What? What kind of deranged and backwards world do you live in? Do you actually think you deserve to talk to anyone after this shit? Who the fuck do you think you are? You doxed him! You made him feel unsafe on the internet! It's his fucking model! He can do whatever the fuck he wants with it! It's his own intellectual property! And yes, I've studied copyright law. I know the fuck I'm talking about. And if you try and take it by force, then you're both delusional and stupid. And for me to say something like that, that says a lot about this person. Because I don't casually go calling people stupid. I resent saying things like that. But when it comes to assholes like this, I can't hold back. Oh, and by the way, in case any of you are wondering why I'm not showing screenshots to back up my claims, it's because the account was deleted before I started editing this video, or even recording these lines for the script. It's unfortunate, but not really anything I can do about it. I should have took the screenshot beforehand, but yeah, that was a big oversight. But yeah, this guy fucking sucks. And he deserves to rot in a jail cell. Like, he's a genuine piece of shit. Also, I feel like this is a grown-ass man talking shit to a child. Yeah, this game has been through a lot, honestly. It's been through enough. We recently just got Reworked Tales, which is pretty freaking decent. He gets a full charge at the start of the match. His new stun has really good potential, but I wish it had a much shorter charge time. I've died so much to this and just wish that the stun time was a bit longer, because 1 second of stun is not enough to get away, especially against Colossus and Fleetway, because they can beat the living shit out of you in seconds. Also, out the memory steps, when you're able to make Blaze's stun hitboxes bigger, please do it. She almost never hits her target. But anyways, it seems like it's gonna get worse, and it seems like Romeo's back on the team. The update should get done without a hit. God fucking damn it! Okay, I'ma say it. Outcome Memories is 100% absolutely fucked. It was one hell of a ride, and it was nice while it lasted. As they say, nothing lasts forever. And I'm just sad to say goodbye to one of the few games that actually got me to pick up Roblox again. Especially after the Schlep incident. I'll cover all that in a different video. Probably be the next one I do, but tell me what you guys think. Also, it turns out Romeo was a bit of an ass. who never learned from his mistakes. Both him and PR on the break indefinitely. It doesn't seem like that final update for Active Memories will be coming for a very, very long time, and I totally understand their reasoning, and I respect it. Also, PR, if you're watching this video, just know that you've done nothing but good for the Outcome Memories community. And I am honestly very excited for whatever projects you become a part of. Oh, and YouTube Roger, I guess. And that adds up the right in this video is the entire controversy of Outcome Memories. Thank you for everyone who has watched the entire video and stayed until the end. I really do appreciate it. YouTube, for whatever reasons, hates my long form content, and I've been finding it very difficult to grow my channel outside of the shorts, which you guys helped me to do, by the way. Appreciate all the support on the shorts, and if you guys want more content like this, please comment down below, and if you want me to cover another specific topic, please tell me in the comments. I may consider covering it. Then, before I disappear into the void once again for a few months, please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. Subscribing to my channel and following me on my socials would really help me out, as it tells me that you guys like my content. It makes me consider creating more stuff for you guys. Also, I'm looking to monetize my channels at some point, so any support towards that goal is appreciated. Also, recently we got to 1k subs, which I'm very thankful for. Thank you to everyone, although I think most of them are just bots, but still, we got to 1k finally. But yeah, thank you for everything guys, and I'll be back in the next video. Bye!